Good morning everyone. Welcome in this class. In our last class we had discussed that what is health and what is the condition of healthcare system in India. Today we will continue this chapter and learn more about it. Today we will discuss what is public health and what is private health, and we will also learn about healthcare facilities provided by Government of Kerala and Government of Costa Rica. Now we will discuss about health services. We have two kinds of health services provided by public and the private. We all know that the government's responsibilities starts when the child is in mother's womb to until his death. When he dies, the place where he is to be buried is also the responsibilities of the government. To keeping the broader point or perspective in the mind, the government has decided to support public by establishing public healthcare centers. That is, huge chain of health centers, primary health centers, district hospitals, everywhere specialized hospitals for a particular diseases, treatment for all kinds of diseases from common illness to a very large specialized diseases. So all these things are provided under the umbrella of public health services. As we discussed that there were only 2,700 primary health care centers in 1950s. It is the sincerity of the government, commitment of the government to provide healthcare services to the people. So the number has increased to 18,000 plus primary healthcare centers in every village. But to the ground reality, there are more than 6 lakh villages in our country. So just 18,000 primary healthcare centers. Let us assume that there is a healthcare center in every village, but still it is lots which has to be done. So there need to be more kind of work to be done in the field of health to ensure that people are getting good health treatment or facilities when they are not feeling well. Okay, so let us take a small example which happened really, and we have already discussed in our previous video. We are talking about a person, Hakim Sheikh, who lives in the state of West Bengal, who was the member of Paschim Bengal Khet Mazdoor Samiti. So this man fell accidentally from a running train and get severe head injury. So immediately he rushed to the hospital. As he is a farmer, he was not so very rich. So went to a government hospital. In that government hospital, the authority rejected him, saying that they does not have any extra bed to put him. Like this, there are nearly 8 hospitals who rejected to take him, and finally after searching in the city for 2 hours, they took him to a private hospital where the treatment has been given, and he has to pay lots of money. It is the primary responsibility of the government to provide healthcare facilities to all the citizens of the nation. It is entitled in the constitution of our country, but still it is very far from reality. So, Hakim Sheikh and Paschim Bengal Khet Mazdoor Samiti filed the case against the government hospital, giving the reason that they could not provide the health services where it was an emergency, and this negligence would have cost the life of Hakim Sheikh. The court gave a severe warning to the government and asked the government to repay the entire amount spent by Hakim Sek in that private hospital. Yes, it is the responsibility of the government to ensure that every individual is getting the benefits of health care. So, government's commitment in the hospital is not only to establish hospital, to maintain the hospital, to recruit the doctors, to have the nurses, to have the primary healthcare centers, to have the district hospital, but it is also to ensure that the spread of diseases have to be controlled, like for example tuberculosis, malaria, jaundice, cholera, polio, plague. Like this, there are so many diseases in our society which have to be prevented. So, necessary precautions taken care, and it is the responsibility of the government also to educate the people, to create awareness among them, how to be healthy, how to have safe environment. So all these things comes under the responsibilities of the government in maintaining the public health. So this is about the public health services. Now, moving on to understand private health services, which was one of the hospital visited by Ranjan, who was feeling very friendly. Everyone was talking to him very friendly. The nurse was making jokes while she was taking blood so that Ranjan would not feel the pain. Now, in the rural areas, facilities like registered medical practitioners are available, whereas in urban or in semi-urban areas you find private hospitals, but it costs more. Whoever prefer to go to a private hospital, either well-to-do family or very rich people. So the private sector itself means it costs a lot. The cost of the treatment when compared to government hospitals or the public sector to the private sector, it is really very costly. That is one of the main reason why the large corporate companies run chain of hospitals, so that they can earn huge money, and they have many medical stores run by the companies who know what is the actual value of the medicines and health services. Like this, the healthcare is divided into private and public. In public, the below poverty line people, the poor people, the lower middle class people prefer to go here, where is a huge crowd, where it is a lot has to be done, and it is also from common diseases to special services are treated here. So definitely there will be a huge crowd standing always, because it is not only for a specific disease. For all treatment we have same hospital. Very few hospitals are available, very few doctors are available for us, very few primary healthcare centers are available for us, like this. And it is the responsibility of the government to ensure its prevents of diseases which cause illness to large public, but the private sector does not think all these aspects. Its primary motto is to earn huge money. They provide facilities, they give treatment which is very, very high sophisticated equipment treatment, which is very costly. Only the rich people will be able to afford the private treatment, and the large corporate houses run these private hospitals also because they can earn huge money. Now we'll discuss about healthcare and equality. Do you really think that most of the people are getting access to proper healthcare services? We have discussed with certain examples. We have looked at the story of Aman and Ranjan, where only Ranjan is able to get good healthcare facilities. While the Hakim Sachs experience also proves that most of the people in our country are not able to get access to proper healthcare services. In present time, we can find in every corner of the street there is a private hospital which is being put up. But the number of public hospitals are coming down. Number of private hospitals are increasing day by day, while the number of public hospitals are running out of lack of doctor, shortage of beds, shortage of the sufficient staff, and all these things. And sometimes they won't even open the hospital for many days. So, what are maybe the reason? The facilities provided by the private hospitals and the number of private hospitals are increasing day to day, while on the other hand, the public healthcare services, the primary healthcare centers or any other hospitals are not able to perform up to their level which is being expected from the public healthcare sector. And moving ahead, most of the people who are poor and are really worried when any one of the family is infected or affected with any disease. It creates anxiety and stress in them. Why? Because they are not in a position to afford to the treatment by the private hospitals. When they are not feeling well, the record proves that 40% of the population really takes loans or borrow money to pay the hospital expenses, because in the public sector hospital you don't find appropriate treatment happening. First important point we need to remember is most of the people under below poverty line are basically malnutrition. They don't have sufficient amount of food, which is basic requirement for them to be healthy, fit and fine. As they are malnutrition and they are not able to get the sufficient amount of food for them, no proper drinking water available for them, and polluted environment, drainage is running across their houses, make them to get access to more number of diseases. And once one member in the family get any disease, that creates stress, anxiety and tension in the family members, because they will not be in a position to afford for the treatment of that person. If they start to afford for them, they need to borrow money from others. If this is in a first incident, then it is okay, they can manage. But if it goes on again and again, the family ruins economically, and it becomes more burden for the family. And these practices, private hospitals are practicing many incorrect methods like prescribing more number of medicine, saline bottles. All these things also increase the cost of treatment, which are not necessary. In order to earn huge profit, the private sector people encourage these kinds of incorrect method and prescribed more medicines. And the doctors even prescribe very costly medicines unnecessarily, and which is not required at all. And at the same time, only 20% of the Indian population is in the position to afford for medicines when they are suffering with some illness. What about the rest of the 80% of the population? So, there is lot which has to be done, and the rural areas or village areas where there are lots of misconceptions with the women health. If man is not feeling well, they try to take him to the hospital very soon. But when it comes to the women, they don't even think that it is a disease until it becomes to a very severe condition. Then only they try to take her to the hospital. And in remote areas, you don't even have the public hospitals. The primary healthcare centers have even very far from them. A pregnant lady has to walk for miles to get a qualified doctor to be checked. So all these situations make conclusion that there is lot that has to be done, and how can this be done? It is the responsibility of the government, which we all know that the constitution clearly states that it is the duty of the government to raise the nutritional level and the health facilities to the people. But at the same time, they also have to make sure that facilities are reached to the largest section of people. The government can afford or has to do the things. We pay tax to the government. The government has used these resources to provide that facilities, the infrastructure to the people where people cannot afford to himself. People cannot construct their own hospital. People cannot lay down their own road. So these are the responsibilities of the government to ensure these basic facilities are provided to the people. Let's see an example what happened in Kerala. In Kerala, in 1996, the government decided to spend its 40% of the budget to be allotted to the panchayat sectors. Every gram panchayat, they decided to allot equal amount of funds. Why? They want to have pure drinking water, proper primary healthcare centers, and good education facilities, and so that the population will be healthy. From 1996, the Kerala government has spent in our own country only. One of the state of South has seen tremendous improvement in the health of the people. They able access to get drinking water, safe environment, and proper treatment for all kind of illness. Yes, there are still certain shortcomings like sufficient number of beds are not there. Still in some areas hospitals have to be established, which is very far when it compares to the India's picture. Kerala has achieved better result. It is not only with Kerala. We have a country called Costa Rica in South America. The Costa Rican government decided that they will not have an army of their own. They decided that the amount of revenue spent to maintain an army will be spent to provide the basic facilities to all the citizens of the country. Proper drinking water, housing facilities, employment facilities, means employment opportunities, healthcare facilities, so that every person in the country is a healthy person. The healthiest country in the world is Costa Rica, where they don't have army of their own, but all the people of the country are really very healthy, because it is the responsibility of the government which has done that. They provide better housing facilities for them, good healthcare facilities for them, and ensure that every citizen of Costa Rica is really very, very healthy. So, like this, it can be done. A lot can be done by the government. So, The steps of the government has to be make sure that it reaches to the large number of people, and health facilities of the people would be increasing. We have seen an example of Kerala in our own country. We have seen Costa Rica country, which is in South America, where government have stressed on the health and the better facilities, where the results are always positive. As the primary duty mentioned by the government or mentioned by the constitution to the government, that standard of living, better healthcare facilities providing to the people is the basic responsibility of the government. So, the government has to remember this one and try to make steps or prepare roadmaps to ensure that the guidelines of the constitution are followed, and which are reachable to the largest number of people. And maybe soon accept that huge number of public hospitals may be coming up with good facilities and reachable to larger number of rural crowd, where it is very difficult for them to get access to medical facilities or healthcare facilities. So with this, our chapter number